Retard Maxing 101, we're back. Thank you to everybody that's coming over to the channel. You're ahead of the curve. You know, because you're retard maxing. You're spending time sitting here, listening to me talk, preach, whatever. But retard maxing, you're actively doing that. It's not a mindset. You've reshaped your lifestyle to a point where you are no longer overthinking stress, anxiety, depression. They don't exist to you because those emotions exist in your mind. You're not spending time in your mind. You're trusting your gut. You're taking action because you're retarded now. You are retard maxing. You are finding bliss in life. You are truly acquiring on your way currently fulfilling the feeling of happiness. You are happy because you don't know anything better. You don't know anything else. You only know how to be happy because you are retarded. You're retard maxing. You're just doing. Now, I think one of the main things that stops people from doing what they truly want to do, stops people from fulfilling and achieving their dreams or turning their dreams into reality, is the worry. And again, people that are retard maxing aren't worrying, but it's the worry about what others may think, what could happen. Will they have an opinion? Will they judge me? What will my family think? What will my friends think? None of that fucking matters. None of it matters. And I'm going to speak, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there with far more wisdom than me that are going to come across this video. People that are 40 years old, 50 years old, that acquire wisdom with age. But I'm going to tell you, as a 26-year-old adult man, none of that gets you anywhere. I've gone through endless friend groups, and I have friends that I've been friends with forever, and I'll probably be friends with forever. Their opinions don't fucking matter. My family, I love my mom to death. I love my dad to death. I love my sister to death. I never gave a fuck about their opinions. Maybe back when I was younger, but the thing that got me from point A to point B, and I still have so much more to accomplish, but the reason why I am actively living in the process of my dream and a goal, you know, a lifestyle that I wanted as a kid, is because I was not listening to the opinions of others. I did not give a fuck about the judgment. And when you're retard maxing, none of that fucking matters. Not a single soul. And that's why I ask people, you know, when people are like, oh, you know, I don't want to do this in public or whatever, go out and just do shit. Do it with the intention, have intention, do it with the intention of embarrassing yourself. Embrace cringe. You want to cure social anxiety. You're afraid to talk in front of people. Put yourself in those situations. Retard max it. If you're doing on the street, you want to do on the street video content, whatever. Oh, but I'm scared. They're fucking strangers. Go outside. Go in the middle of a crowd and just scream. Just say shit. Act like a crackhead. Cure your social anxiety by just fucking doing. So many people say, I can't do this because I have this. No, you don't fucking have anything. I'm very grateful to be very healthy. You know? I've got all my limbs. My body's working for the most part. There's people, look at Terry Fox. There's people out there that have no legs that are running marathons. They're in the Special Olympic or the Paralympics. They're in the Paralympics. But so many, and I'm not saying you specific, but I'm just going to say you, so many of you that, oh, I can't do this because I'm stressed or I'm depressed. No. That's fucking gone. You're retard maxing. There is never an excuse. You cannot say no anymore. Otherwise, you are breaking your own rule. You're breaking the number one rule of adopting the lifestyle of retard maxing. That's what you've done now. You're breaking the number one rule. You're saying no. You're thinking. Because in order for you to sit there and be like, I can't do this because of this, you have to think about it. There has to be a process of thought. There has to be a process of thought for you to sit there and argue why you can't do something. You can do whatever. I know it sounds corny. You've heard it from David Goggins. Why would I listen to the fucking retard that I just found on the internet that's wearing a fake chain in some random jersey? Why would I listen to him? Because retard maxing is something that everybody can adopt. It's something everybody can do. There's not a specific age. It doesn't matter which country you're from. If you're from a third world country, a first world country, it doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. Retard maxing is the art of throwing logic out the window, throwing overthinking out the window, deleting your emotions and just doing. Enter flow state, learn new shit. all in all, I get off track a lot because I'm going. You know, I'm one speed. Who gives a fuck what people think? Who cares? There's not a single person. The only thing you should care about is, did you show up? Did you go for it? Did you try? If the answer is no to that, then go cry in your bed. Be a scumbag. Be a piece of shit. Don't amount to anything. That's the only thing that should scare you, is being a fucking piece of shit. The opinions of others, judgment, get used to it, because when you're just actively doing whatever you want, and you're just trying shit, you're learning new shit, that's always gonna be there. The further you grow in life, whether it's social status, it's fine, you know, your financials or whatever it is, those are just gonna multiply. But you're retard maxing, so you don't even it doesn't even enter your consciousness anymore. It's like a third party that just doesn't exist. It's just there. They're in the crowd for a reason. They're on the sidelines for a fucking reason. This is your story. You're the main character. I seen something the other day. Oh, I'm going to butcher this, but it was like, if there was a movie being written about you, or you were actively in a movie, would you be happy with the movie? You're the main character. It's a movie following you. Would you be happy with the movie? Would it be an interesting movie? Would it be a thriller? I've butchered it, but I'm making it my own now. And dig deep for a second. This is the one time that I'll ask you to dig deep. If the answer is no, then you need to fucking retard max. You need to delete everything, your frontal lobe, uninstall it, and just go start doing shit. Go side quest. That's word of the day, side quest. Fancy word for just, under the umbrella of retard maxing. Just a fancy word, side questing. Everything's a side quest. Do them all summer. I don't care if you work a 9-to-5 job and you've got a family, you got kids, whatever. Find the little time. It doesn't mean you have to go out and jump off cliffs. It doesn't mean that you have to go skydiving. Side quest. Learn how to juggle. Learn how to play chess. Learn how to play a new video game. Get really good at it. Just side quest. Retard maxing. Retard maxing is the path to true bliss and happiness of life. I've gotten a lot of DMs, and let me ego boost myself for a second, but I've gotten a lot of DMs over the last week saying that this lifestyle, this philosophy has changed their life actively. And there's not a fucking course. You just have to start doing, but it's actively changed their life. Because the small things that they woke up and it just took over their brain, because you have a bunch of these small things that you stress and worry about on average, and they take over your brain. You know how much that takes up? And then you're just, how do I fix this? How do I do? What happens if you just wipe it all away? Sounds easier said than done, but it truly is that easy. You just wipe it all away and you just start doing it. Start knocking boxes off. Checking the bucket list. Checking the to-do list. You're just doing. You're solving your problems by taking action, because you're fucking retarded. Be retarded, retard max your life, do everything with a purpose. Who gives a fuck what people think? Who gives a fuck about their opinions? Judgment doesn't even enter your consciousness. You are fucking retarded, you're retard maxing. You're doing everything for you. This is your life, you're the main character. Go out and get it. Go get after it. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 15 listening to this. I don't care if you're 60 listening to this. Go out and get after it. Because guess what? If you're 60, you're 70 years old, who knows? You might only have, I don't know, you might only have 10 years left, 5 years left. Make those the best 5 years of your life, because when you're on your deathbed and you're sitting there, you're happy. It's bliss, because you went and checked off boxes. Regret should be the only thing that scares you. When you're retarded, you don't get scared. But if there's one thing that should scare you, it's regret. Retard maxing. Love you guys. Appreciate all the support. Go change your life. Love you. Bye.